Hello, I'm Jill and I'm back. This is Copycat Crafts by Jill, and if you're following along, this would be video 3 on the Gunther B copycat of a copycat by Seven Plaza. And I think I'm going to end up with more parts than she did because I'm not as great in doing tutorials. But that's okay. We're going to get this one done. It's a smaller version of my copycat of hers, which was originally smaller than her version to begin with. So this one actually is going to measure, let's see, 9 by about 6 by about 1 1/4. So I don't remember her measurements because I made my original smaller. This one's even a little smaller. So like I said, this is part part 3 of Gunther B. And I'm going to show you the homework I completed, which was off camera. I did much more distressing, and I used my crackle paint stamp and crackle painted. I used I used ground espresso to do these crackle, and the coffee splatter, which was actually supposed to be a snow background stamp, and I use it as coffee splatter. Let's get it back the way it's supposed to be. Okay, the two ends fold to the inside. I'm not sure if I have that right. Two ends fold to the inside. Okay, so this is what so far we should have. We should have our 2 fold outs on the inside. We should have our outside decorated, or close to decorated, and then this will be the flap that opens. That's what we should have so far. And as you can see, I even did that. You don't have to do along this edge, at least I didn't, because mine tucks under to make a big pocket underneath. If yours doesn't tuck under, you will need to distress that with ink and stamps if you are doing that. Okay, so let's put this aside and I'll show you what I chose to work ahead a little bit, just to show you. While we're working on this, you have to turn it sideways because it opens like this, then it opens like this. So we're going to be working on the left side, and I want to get this out of the way, which is why we're not gluing everything together. We need to get things out of our way to have a nice, smooth working area. So when you open it up, we are going to be doing this and this. That's what we're working on today. And to get all that done without me having a 24-hour video, I pre-cut and pre-inked the pieces that I'm going to be using. I also always mark the back with the number, and I mark on my project the number. Oh, I have picked the wrong one here. Okay, here we go. So as you can see, I have number 1, number 2, and number 3. And over here I have number 2 will go there, number 1 goes here, those aren't the thing yet, and number 3, which go here. So when it's closed, it will look like this. I am using the green one for here. Whoop. So because I'm also leaving that little edge on, you can cut that off or you can leave it on. I'm going to leave it on so that on this side you can still sort of see the edge. That might be a mistake because I have to put something here, but we'll figure out what we want here small. This will go here. Now, I should pull out this one so you can see. Okay, here is mine. So you can see the difference in size. It opens like that, and that's how this one will. So we're going to be working on this page and this page. So I have a big pocket and just a flap open thing. So that's what we're going to do on this. We have to make them a little smaller, but we will. And this is what I chose for here. So it will look like this. This one, I think did I want to do it? If I do it this way, I'll have to ink this side. Originally, I was going to put this upside down and cover this. But I think I'm going to, if I do that, I'm going to have to ink that side. Anyway, it will, which I will do. It's going to look more like this. And there's my pocket, which will get glued down 3 sides. Now, you may have noticed, let's see, where's my plastic piece? I've been using, since I found this, I've been using this really thick, which I really like. So if you aren't too worried about a bulk in a certain place, too much bulk, I would go for this thick stuff, because the thinner stuff like they use for pictures to store your pictures in and stuff, for me is very thin. It's hard to see. I constantly cut it wrong because it's slipping and sliding around. I like to use these type of things. They're big report covers. They have them at the Dollar Tree. You get, I don't know, 3 or 4 for $1.25. They're the ones at the Dollar Tree are still thinner than these. These I found at my Goodwill. And these are even called frosted, and yet, you know, they're still quite clear. I mean, that's quite clear. So I find them easier to use. That's what I use. I found this one only had like, it was an open pack, and it only had like 4 in them. But I have bought them at the Dollar Tree already. The Dollar Tree ones are a little thinner, but they're still easier to work with for me. I cut them in half, and then I just cut the pieces off that I'm going to be using. And I have one here somewhere. Oh, right here. So I have this one done, and all I did was cut out the size I wanted. Then with my paper trimmer, I trimmed out the center, because on the back, oh, that's washi tape. And I like to, after I glue this down, I either tape or washi tape. And when I put the washi tape down, I glue it with glue. I don't just rely on the stickiness of washi tape. I like to glue it down so that when you're sliding things in and out, you're not catching it on the rim of this. So I do that. And anyway, I'm going to be putting my flap here. If you want a flap instead this way, you can certainly do that. But I like the kind of off-center look of having a flap from the side. So I don't want my flap to come all the way down. I already chose my paper. This digital, which I have printed on medium cardstock. This digital is from Pink Monarch Prints. One of her kits. I think it's like Industrial Grunge or something. It's one of my favorite sheets, and this is what I want to use for here. I didn't want to keep using this because I feel it doesn't stick out far enough, that it doesn't blend in. That's what I'm trying to say. Where this has a little bit more pizzazz. And I could have used the pizzazzier side. Unfortunately, I already marked where I want, and it's not the pizzazzier side. So, so this side will get used somewhere else in here because I do really like this. So first things first. Put all that aside. Here I have number 1. Here I have number 1. This is the paper I chose for here. I did ink it. I don't want anything glued down yet because I just want to show again what, see how it kind of stands out a little bit because they're not totally matching, and I like that. Okay, so anyway, I didn't glue it down yet because I trying to think, I do think I want to put a pocket here, which can be done after I glue it down, but I also like the idea of putting in some sort of tab just as decoration, some sort of tab. I can use green or brown. Or even a round one, a small round one, kind of like that idea. So I don't really want red in here for now anyway, because I don't have anything else red. So let's see what I did on the original, so you can kind of see. Okay, when we open it up, I put a piece of paper there because I thought I was going to put a pocket in. I did put this over it because I ended up gluing the piece of paper down. There's no pocket, just a mock pocket. So I stuck this little tiny label down there and made that a little tiny pocket. I stuck all these down as decoration. They don't do anything. This is just open like a tiny tuck, but it doesn't really do anything. This whole page is more or less decoration. And that's how this one will be, only I do want to put in a pocket like I was supposed to on this one. So I did not pick the paper, cut it out or anything. I didn't want to work ahead too far, but I didn't want to have to do everything on video because it takes me so long. So, and this, since it's smaller, it's a lot more thinner, obviously. So some of these may look too big, which is why I'm really happy I have some of the smaller ones so that they look more pleasing to the eye for size. So I'm just gonna quickly do this, so you'll be happy that I jumped ahead and did a lot of it ahead of time. You'll be happy about that. Okay. I also just put it down and do it here. All this is going to get covered, so distressing the inside here for no reason is fine. All right, let's bend it, get it set up, and now do all my tabs were bought from a woman whose shop is called Westbound Pony. I usually put a link to her Etsy shop in my description because she has not just dies, many things, but I have bought so many dies that I'm extremely happy with. All these are from her, and I love having the option of just different ones to grab. I use them not just for tabs. Actually, I use them mostly for decoration. So Alright, get my hair out of my face. Alright, where's my number one? Here it is. So now we're going to need the pocket for here. And I only want one pocket because I do have, what did I do with it? This, I have this, which I want to put here. Now, it takes up an awful lot of space and it will hinder the pocket, but I really want to use it. So what are my options? To just leave this page as a decoration page? I don't want it like that, do I? No, I do not. Definitely want it like this. I could cut it down a little, but I don't think that's going to really give me much room. And I do want to use it, so I'm definitely using it. I'd rather give up a pocket, I guess, not have a pocket, to have a cool decoration. So where does that leave me? I can use, if I'm not going to put a pocket and just keep this as a nice little, then I can actually, what do I want to use? I could use the smaller round ones with the hole in them. And not hole. Let's see, like this. See? Isn't that cool? I even have ones that have holes on both sides. I just don't know if I cut them out. I probably did not cut them out. I definitely want them in brown because I have the green strip and I want it to stick out a little, so. But I don't want to use the red because I don't have anything else in red. So I have 3, but I like this. I think I'm going to use this. Let's put some ink on this. I'm not too picky about my inking on these because I over ink them to make them look really shabby and grungy. I really like that look, and I really like that look in these lap book type folio-y things. The more grunge, the better. No, for me, I usually get out my little scoreboard, but for the sake of time, I won't keep grabbing that. Okay. Then on the inside of these, I will either do a rub-on numbers or got that little crooked rub-on numbers or stamping. 3. I know I dug out another one. Okay, I just want to make sure I'm keeping at least these 2 solid ones with the little stitching around them, because I do have solid ones without stitching like this. And since I already did a stitching one, we want the stitching one. Well, that's another option here. You could be sewing. I love that. I'm not doing it because I can't really I can't bring my sewing machine over here, so we're sticking with just, sorry, I just sneezed. Allergies, oh my word, whoop, my allergies are always acting up. Used to live on Claritin, but I still had allergies, so kind of stopped taking Claritin. Doesn't help that I have cats and I'm allergic to cats. Okay. Is that grungy enough? Alright. Let me get that out of my way. And yep, one, yep, okay, so that will go down first. This will go down last, basically, or second to last. Just trying to put it up to see what kind of how my process is. I have a problem with processes in what steps I can do things. Step 1, step 2, step 3. So I have to kind of like measure twice, cut once. Well, I have to constantly check where I'm at with my decorating. Put that there, and then this one up here somewhere. Do I want, no, I think I want them not even. So one down here, one way up there. And what else could we use? I think what I might like is, let me get them out. Let me get my tweezers, otherwise I have these corners here. And I already used some. So if I put this down, I could actually put a fake corner there. Like that. And another fake corner down here. These are also a die cut from Westbound Pony, and they're just for decoration on corners of photos, pages. They don't have a fold or you know, they're not strictly decoration, but I love them, and I think they add something when you add them. So I'm definitely adding them. All right, I want to cut this to fit, but I think I'll wait till everything's glued down over there, the paper I mean, and then these two. All right, so let's start gluing. Now I can try stick glue. I don't have, turn this upside down. I don't have a good history with stick glue. I just end up going back later, and it unstuck. Kind of stray hair. Just getting okay, and it's like it dries before I get it completely down on the paper. I like the purple because you can really see where you don't have glue, and when it dries clear, like where I'm just not a huge fan of stick glue. It gets totally all over my fingers, and then I can't move it around like I want it to. So, yeah, oh, that's right, doesn't really matter because I'm, whoop, just not a huge fan. Whoop. Okay, now I gotta wait because I did get glue on the top of that. Okay, let's see if it actually worked. Just give it. Let's get the rare. Oops, sorry about my arm. Just gonna okay. I don't know if that does anything. Hoping it does. Okay, so now we have that down. Before we go any further, I guess I will put this side down right here. But I have to. Some are paper, some are not. That is really only because when I printed them out, I usually print on cardstock because I was trying to mimic from digital kits like a Tim Holtz cardstock paper, so that it was printed on both sides and could be used without having to back everything if I wanted to. But I'm not too sure if that will be completely feasible till I can find just a hair slighter, bigger, thinner, thicker paper, or cardstock, I should say, because otherwise it just doesn't get, it just feels a little too flimsy to be by itself. Okay, now on this side, I can come as close as I can, but not over the score line. And it doesn't matter that if more is sticking out, because it will get covered by the green decoration piece. So, all right, we're going to glue that down. Let's see how that goes. I don't know if anyone has other opinions on stick glues. A nice and helpful viewer, subscriber, told me about the Scotch because I was complaining, and she was right. This one does work better than what I have found from other brands. And it's nice and soft. Maybe that's just because of where I live, but it is nice and soft. Let's do this. Again, we don't have to be too picky because we're putting the decorated piece. Does anyone see it? Does anyone see it? This is it. This is it. Okay. And I didn't cut it yet to the correct size. But now you can kind of see a little bit better what it will look like. And I have to, when I do use these, I like to cut it, make it fit where I'm not like half on a little, one of those little notches. I like to try to mark it in between, which always gives me a unusable cutoff. But if you keep them, you can surely use them as decoration somewhere. Okay, probably have to trim that down, but I'll have an idea. Okay, where's my... Okay. We're keeping everything. All right, where did I mark it? Oh, right there. head's not in the frame there. Oh, that looks a little... Oh, that might have moved. Rather cut it a hair too long than a hair too short. So let's see. Oh, but I think that is perfection. All right. Now I don't want to glue that on till I throw around my things here. I want this closer to the bottom, but I don't want it right in between, do I? Do I want it right in between? Don't know. I guess sometimes I tend to overthink. Oh, I see. This one has a little bottom. I don't know if I can live with that. That may send me back to looking. I either need long bottoms or little bottoms, and I think for this project I may be better off with the little bottoms. Okay, so we'll see how fast that happened. No worries, just have to distress these, and for that I just always use walnut stain. I have a few others that I just, it's not that I don't like them or anything like that, I just, this is my, for ease I grab walnut stain. It's usually dark enough for what I want, and if it's too light for my real dark papers like this, I grab my little espresso and I'm a happy camper. So okay, all right, yep, okay, so I'm gonna fold it the right side, yep. I still got glue on my fingers. All right. I like to make dark spots and lighter spots so that it really looks like it's been handled, tugged and pulled on in some areas much more than others. And these are just from the craft cardstock that you get at Walmart in a tablet in the paper section, the scrapbook section. They have the craft color cardstock, and that's what all these are made from. The colored ones I normally make from other like school folders that have that come in different colors, or the hanging folders from Walmart, the hanging file folders that come in colors. So because as you can tell, I'm not a super bright colored person. I like muted excuse me, muted colors. Excuse me, allergies. Even for these I do put a little, which is why my nails are always the color of walnut stain, because it doesn't seem to matter. I'll go and do my nails, have them looking nice for 10 minutes, and I've already got them, my fingers and my nails, walnut stain. So if you're interested in my nails, that's the color I use, walnut stain. All right, I put these like that. I always use a wet glue. Okay. then I like to leave some of the white or the paper peeking through like that. Is this one? No. I like to pick the same. Yeah, I thought I did do two of them. Oh, I did. Right here it is. Some have different designs on them. Some have just a solid little line in them. So I have to make sure that I get the right one. And now you're going to see why I end up with so much glue on my fingers. There we go. That is why. Okay. Let's get this one down in the corner. Okay. There we go. You can see it's kind of coming together, right? Let me get this back on for now. Okay. Why is it the pin never wants to fit back in? Okay. So this will come down. Whoop, this goes up. Does it need? Let me really check that out because that does kind of look like it. I don't know if I'll ever be able to trim off that small amount. Maybe the only thing I can do is to distress it. I don't know why that looks. Let's get the heavy duty distressor out. Maybe that will take just enough off the edges that it won't. Yep. Okay. The rougher and scruffier, the better. Okay. All right, now. I think that is, yep. Probably over. Nope, it's perfect. Okay. So if I put this one down here, and then the one with the hole, where's the hole? There's the hole, like that one, and then one up here. Whoop, okay, I like that. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, what am I doing? Should I glue them on and then glue them? That's what I will do. Now, so I always glue one side on first. That way, I usually try to pick the back, but okay. Well, I hope I'm in frame. Okay, let's go up a hair. I think it gets a little harder to design something the smaller you go, because obviously I'm trying to fit in the same amount of coolness into something way smaller. Oh, you can always tell when your glue bottle's nearing the end because it just seems like the air goes in it and it just keeps pushing it out. Got glue all over the place here. Right, and this one will come up here somewhere. I want it fairly high up because, okay, whoop, Jill. Who would have thought I used that much? Me, that's who. Okay, so So when I glue this piece down, I don't have to glue the backs of these down, and they can actually be tiny tucks if I wanted to, and I may do that. But for now, I'm going to glue this down. No, all my glue kind of came out. Why is it when you want your glue to come out, you have to shake your bottle and wait a couple seconds, and when you don't want it to come out, it's like a volcano. Okay. That, let me just get some of that smeared around a little bit. Okay, let me just put it down to oh, that's what I did. Luckily that dries clear. Real life, people, real life. Now I sort of moved it. Oh, that ain't going nowhere. All right, here we go. Oop. I'll have to trim that little piece off there because I mismatched them. Let's dig out my tiny inky binky scissors. These are all the stamps I've been using. Haven't used every one of them. So whatever stamps you have, pick on out the coolest ones you have. The ones that will fit your project the best. Okay, let's see. Best way to trim this is just... Oh. Okay, that's not what you want to hear. Oh, whoops. Oh, whoops. Nope. Get my tweezers, see if I cut it off enough. Okay. Try to get a little bit of yep. Okay. Here we go. This one doesn't look grimy enough. There we go. That is what's going to get glued on. So anyway, I have my that one, I have that one, I have that one, that one. Anything that has a number on it, coffee stain, anything that has a number or a round posty thing, perfect. Okay, so that will go on here. And it will look like that on the back. And we're going to put two or three very small envelope type things. The original has two, but they're big, and I'll have to make one of each, and we'll try that out and see which one works, which one looks better. So, but that's how it will look. So just trying to decide if that's, we may put two more there and there. And I think we're ready to glue. Look at the word. Oh my word. Okay, so I'm going to skip over the tops of the tags because for now, I want to keep them open to use as tiny little tuck spots for tiny little tickets or something we can put in later. Will also be a sort of decoration then for the page where there seems to be nothing. There will be something. We'll make it very cool. I promise. Okay. There we go. Just want to make sure I'm not pushed in far enough. It's sticking to the back a little bit. We can glue that down in a little bit. Okay, there we go. Hi guys, I'm going to end the video here by accident. I meant to pause the video and instead I accidentally stopped the video. So when I came back and seeing that that's what I did, I just started a new video and continued on. I was going to put the two videos together, but when I seen how long I took in both videos, to put them together would have made much too long a video. So I just decided the only thing I could do was make a short video apologizing for the abrupt ending, which wasn't supposed to be the ending, and let you know that I do appreciate everyone who is watching and commenting. It's really exciting to me to watch my subscribers grow and just to hear comments that people are interested in what I'm doing. And I really appreciate that. It just kind of blows my mind. At any rate, I do apologize for just the abrupt ending, and want you to know that I did pick up, and the next video picks up right where the other one cut off, and it will continue to finish that, and there's a real ending on that one. Okay, well, I won't drag on too long. I just wanted to apologize for that. So stay creative and